everyone, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. My party is level 12. We are in Act 3. I am at the Elfsong Tavern camp. And this is episode 100, live stream 100 of Baldur's Gate 3. This is my first time playing through the game, so I'm spending a lot of time reading books, searching every nook and cranny, exploring the maps thoroughly, doing all that kind of stuff because it's my first time playing and I just enjoy doing that sort of thing. I love exploration and I love looting and I love lore. So at this point in the game, where's my journal? We don't have a whole lot left to do. We've got 2 of the nether stones. We need to get the last one from Gortash. We've gathered a lot of allies. We need to confront the Elder Brain. We need to free Orpheus. Well, we don't need to, but I'm probably going to choose to. I have not been embracing my potential. I don't have psionic powers. I don't like any of the Illithid stuff. It's creepy and I don't like it, so I don't do it. Oh, right. We got to go back. I can't. For several streams now, I've been saying I don't know why this quest is still on here. Maybe we've got to go back and talk to Redhammer. Because I definitely defeated all of the wave servants. So I don't know why that's stuck on here. And then we've got a few companion quests which can't be finished until we do this other stuff. But I have been sorting through my inventory a whole lot. I have been messing about with fashion and dyes and reading books and exploring the last few areas of the map. Like yesterday, I spent most of the live stream sorting through all of my books and notes because throughout this entire game, I've been sending a lot to camp saying, oh, I'll read that later. Oh, I'll look at that later. Oh, we might need this later. And now is later, so there's a lot of stuff to sift through. I think we sold hundreds of gold's worth of books and notes yesterday, and we still have a ton more. We also went to the bank. We robbed the bank. We had already looted all of the super high security vaults, but we went back. We had a few keys, and Astarion picked some locks, and we looted the other vaults and safes and things that were in there. Got a bunch of gold. I'm not even sure how much gold. That's not the total amount. I know Lazel's got some. Send that to me. And I think Astarion's got a bunch. Yeah, look at him. Oh, look at him. Yeah, he was the one picking up all the gold in the vault. So we got almost 4,000 in gold here. Send it to me. What's he got in his alchemy pouch? Yeah, he doesn't do alchemy. Send that to me. I think we found these in the bank vaults too. And what's going on here? Camp supply pack? Yeah. I don't think... Yeah, I think he found all of these in the vaults as well. We have enough of these camp supply packs to camp for like 25 in-game days. I don't think we're going to be doing 25 in-game camping days between now and the end of the game. So I'm selling off a lot of my other spare extra bonus food items and just saving the camp packs. Alright, let's check and make sure I'm live on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I can hear my voice. Audio check. Audio check. Mute. I'm playing the game on a PS5 on my television, but I'm watching the chat room on my laptop. And notifications on YouTube are very slow for small channels like me. So I usually have to stream for about an hour before people start trickling into the chat room. But here we are. All right. I'm probably going to spend the next hours messing about, not doing much. Playing with dyes, playing with clothes. We keep finding all kinds of interesting clothing options. I've been trying to get all of my people maxed out as best I can and distribute things to them like scrolls and potions and things like that. Magic items, stuff that they might need during combat. I have so much elixir of viciousness. Does Lae'zel have some? Doesn't look like she does. Let's send some to Lae'zel. He's got 3. He doesn't need any. Gale doesn't really use weapons. He just uses spells. But, you know, he could throw one on somebody at some point, I suppose. Let's give one to Gale. I'm not sure who else I will have with me in my party. Oh, Karlach's got 2 of them. Will's got 1. Jaheira's got 1. Halson's got 1. Minsk does not have 1. I just gave 1 to Minsk. I probably won't have Minsk in the party with me. But we'll still give him some equipment like everyone else. There we go. I have Supreme Elixir of Arcane Cultivation. Gale's got a couple of those. Starion doesn't need them. Shadowheart's got 1. Karlach doesn't need them. Will doesn't need them. Halson's got 1. Jaheira could probably use 1 too, but I probably won't have her in the party either from here on out. Let's do a save. Let's read a few more books. We're sorting through all of this stuff. All these weapons, all this clothing, all this armor, all these things that I don't need. Blackmail letter. Let's read it. Arthur, package still waiting for you at Fellow Gears. You better not be late again, or we'll start to wonder if you're really as committed as you claim to be. Oh, this is the guy that was gonna blow up the refugee children with explosive teddy bears. We've handled that. So let's sell the letter. Blacksmith's note. Specimen metal, hardness 9.5. Very hard. Yes. If they're using the same scale as the Mohs hardness scale in the real world. I think diamond is 9 or 10, something like that. Underdark notes, gift from redacted. Okay, I don't know what that is. We can sell it. Don't need it. Book of Final Breath. Dense rows of scrawled text. The few legible entries seem to detail the names and final words of numerous individuals. I don't know what that is. Some kind of flavor text. Don't need it. Book of Dead Gods. The names of dead gods, most of them unfamiliar and unpronounceable, fill the pages of this ancient tome. Several entries on the last page have been stricken through, the final 3 thoroughly enough to be completely illegible. Ooh, is that a hint at the 3? Ketheric and Gortash and Orin? Ball, Bane, and Merkel? I don't know. Sell it. Bonded by love, a wife's diary. In the 5th year of our union, we faced the biggest hurdle yet. My parents became quite ill, and we became their caretakers. It was a dark and difficult time, filled with emergencies of every possible type. Gone were the easeful days in which our time was our own. Our days were filled with work, each other, and little else. During our darkest moments, I wondered if we'd survive it, but the bond of love we had was resilient. It could bend and bend and bend, but would not break, no matter the pressure. Oh, how sweet. I want to say that's from Act 2, maybe the Shadow Curse lands. Let's sell it. Bonded by love, a husband's diary. Entry 47, we're being attacked. My brave, beautiful Miranda volunteered to fight. She says it's her duty as a cleric of Shar. I can't bear the thought of anything happening to her, but I know she'd be angry if I said anything. I'll pray to Our Lady to keep her safe. They got married. Oh, right. This is the story of the matching rings. Okay. I want to save that. I know there's no point, really, because it's the end of the game, but it's the story of the matching rings that Astarion and I have. We don't wear them because there's other rings that we wear that are better for us as far as the effects they have. But it's these rings here. This one, True Love's Embrace, and then he's got the match to it. Here. True Love's Caress. Allows the wearer to receive warding bond from a creature wearing the matching ring. That would be me. I am his creature. So then, like, any damage he takes would be given to me instead. Blood-smeared logbook. A ledger detailing the appearance and quality of numerous gemstones that had been mined from rock. Alright, I don't think we need that one anymore. Bloodied note. This scrap of bloodied paper is scrawled in erotic? That was a Freudian slip. An erotic, excitable hand. Not that kind of note. There are some notes like that in the game, but not this one. Erratic. Erratic is the word. Erratic, excitable hand. You've been picking where you shouldn't, Pear Tree, placing the lordlings' fire spitters throughout the city, throughout my city. Disgusting. They leave no blood. There's no art to it at all. Just burnt ash and corpse cinder. Alright, let's just sell this. We don't need it. Blood-stained note. 2 hands now, 2 hands. 2 of them. More needed, not enough. Must cover myself in glory to be covered in blood. More. Alright, I think this is Dolor was his name. He was a serial killer who was going around collecting hands around the city of Baldur's Gate. We don't need that anymore. Book of Poetry. A book of handwritten poems. The ink almost completely faded, but for a few enduring words. I hold my breath for the sun to fall. For in the hot collapse of day I'm brought to you. While Rythwin sleeps, the world entire is ours. The grass our bed, the dew our silver candles. The moon and stars our private canopy, and you the brightest of them all. My light, my heart, my world. I would watch the stars with you to the end of time. But night forever arches into day, and the sleepy nothing of the sunlit hours will mutter on. So instead I shall find eternity in a moment, and by the glance of moonbeams in your eyes will I be brought to rest, as rest should be, enduring still, longing for naught but itself. Oh, that's really sweet. I'm gonna save that. And really the saving is only for role-playing reasons. Not like I'm gonna need it in the game at any point. Boudoir invitation. Oh, the invitation admits the bearer to Raphael's boudoir. I'm gonna save that as well. Little memento. Most of this book's pages have been carefully burned away. Those that remain contain a single sentence, rewritten in various stages of agitation. In her form I find ecstasy. The spell is not enough. Don't know what that's from, but I will add it to wares. Canticles of the Dark Mistress. Let shadow fall where the light doth creep, and silence cloak the din. Let blackness into lost hearts seep, and bid Our Lady in. Behold Shar, who shades our path. Behold Shar from Ao born. Behold Shar, the primal dark, our goddess of night. Behold. Ooh, that's pretty cool. But I'm selling it. Chapel Records. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Drowning, internal rot, okay. Sell it. Charred prayer book. My dark goddess, when I lost my daughter, I learned my purpose. My dark goddess, when I learned my purpose, I gathered the flock. My dark goddess, when the flock was full, I punished the wicked. My dark goddess, when the wicked struggled, I struck them down. My dark goddess, I am yours. Is this a Ketheric Thorm thing? Because he lost Isabel, or he thought he did. And then he turned from Selena to Shar. I think it is. I think it's a Ketheric Thorm thing. I don't know if I need to save it. I'll add it to where is Child's Diary. Dear Diary, it's another horrible day. Dad promised if I didn't like it in Wraithwin, we could leave. I don't know if it's Wraithwin. I don't know. We could leave, but here we are. I told him about 100 times or more I want to go back to El Turel. I think this is just backstory stuff. I don't think we need to save it. This cultural analysis spends a good number of pages on Luskan. Tucked like a gold filling, or some would say a pus-filled abscess, in the mouth of the river Mirar, Luskan is the city of merchant princesses, swarthy bandit princes, and the most divisive, cutthroat, and fractured cabal of pirates on Turel. Okay. I think we need to keep that one. Contractor's record. A sliding door concealed to cubby in Atelier. Atelier? Initial quote 500. Oh, this is a note telling us that there's a secret in Janeth's estate. We've already been there. That's Oscar the artist and all that stuff. We've already done that in a previous live stream. Confiscated book. The pages of this book have been entirely ripped out and replaced with one crudely pasted message in the common tongue. Please note that any literature concerning the below topics is strictly prohibited. If it is found in your possession, it will be confiscated. If you are found to be reading it, you will answer to Kithric Therazin herself. Orpheus. Infernal Metals. Magic of the Undead. Alright, that's a thing probably from the Githyanki camp from a while back in Act 1. Confessions, Volume 1 of Father Lorcan? Well, let's look here. There we go. Lorgan. Not Lorcan. Lorcan was the wizard at the Sorceress Sundry's Tower that we fought with Dame Aelin. Lorgan was the guy that got killed at the monastery in Rivington, I think is the town, when we first entered Act 3. I penned this from the temple cellar, the only place I feel close to the Ilmater's will anymore. I pass my gaze between the crests that hide my sin apparent, and I wonder, who are they to pass any judgment? This was a clue when we were investigating his murder. These were clues. We don't need to keep it. Closed library section. Only those who have proven themselves worthy of the Mistress of Night are invited to look upon her secrets. Okay, selling it. Client list. Ulrich Whitmirth, Melancholy Heart. Oh, this is from the House of Grief, I think it was called. Where we had to go with Shadowheart. They were basically removing people's memories because they were sad. I don't think we need to keep this. Circus of the Last Days employees. This is just some flavor text. Selling it. Counting house accounts. Ooh. Appears to be a standard log of counting house accounts. However, a poorly concealed correction reveals that money is being diverted. The logs have been signed off by Glitter Bear. Glitter Bear? I thought it was Glitter Beard. Glitter Bear is his his pet name. The head banker. Yeah, alright. I don't think we need to save this one either. Crumbling journal. I was still a supplicant when I came face to face with him, masked in gold, his skin fine and worn as parchment. Yurgle, the Death Keeper, the end of everything. I asked what he needed of me. He asked a simple question. What is the worth of a single mortal's life? That's what Withers asked us when we met him. Does that mean Withers is Yurgle? Yurgle? Whatever his name is. I knew not how to respond and said as such. He seemed nonplussed, neither disappointed nor pleased. I fell to my knees in respect for his awesome power. This garnered no reaction. There I stayed, trembling with an emotion I could not name, and when I stood again, the final scribe was gone. Ooh, I'm gonna save that. Alright, the rest of these are gonna get sold. And I still have more of the bank to rob, so we're gonna go do that. Where am I located? It sounds like I'm in the plaza outside Sorcerer Sundries. Yep. Let's go sell the books. We'll sell the books to Roland and put in his library.
Welcome back, valued customer. Take your time.
Yeah, we've been selling him a whole bunch of stuff, and we've been buying a bunch of stuff from him too. Like these globes of invulnerability, they're probably going to be useful later. And Dimension Door scrolls. Oh my gosh, yeah, we use that a lot. I'm going to buy a few off of him. I think Astarion was using it when we were robbing the bank.
Thank you for visiting Sorcerer Sundries.
Sort by latest so I can find it because I have so much crap. Alright, Lae'zel has a dimension door, Gale has a dimension door, Astarion has 2 dimension doors. Okay. I guess I'll give a few more to the party when we get back to camp. I want to buy some arrows for Astarion. I'm not sure where to do that. Maybe this lady down here that sells weapons?
Something caught your eye then? Careful. Most of my wares can take an eye right out.
Yep, she's got them. Alright, what's she got? Yes, transposition. We use a lot of these. Smoke powder arrows. We use a lot of these. How much are they? 1,000 for all of them. Hang on, let me see what else we've got here. Arrow of acid, arrow of arcane interference, arrow of beast slaying, arrow of construct slaying, arrow of darkness. Astarion, what kind of arrows do you have, my dear? Okay, he has got aberration slaying, beast slaying, construct slaying, monstrosity slaying. Ooh, humanoid slaying. Fiend, elemental, dragon, undead. Okay. I'll get that one. He's got a ton of those. I just haven't been using them because they never showed up on his radial dial. We gotta get the lightning ones. I think he used those up. don't know how many dragons we're going to be slaying from here on out. We've only had to fight the one. I'll get some more arrows of fire. He's still got lots of arrows of ice, arrows of Ilmater, arrows of many targets. Yeah, I think we need some more of these. I'm gonna go for all of it. Do love me an arrow of roaring thunder. Those have been very handy throughout this game. So I'm gonna
All
do
of my
it.
wares are tried and true. Hells, some of them have probably already killed before.
Okay, thanks. There we go. Alrighty. Now I'm starting to use a bow again. I haven't used a bow for a good part of the game. I had these gloves that allowed me to use bows, and I used them early in the game. But then I switched to other gloves and I stopped using a bow. But now that I've got the really fancy legendary Gaunter mail, I am using a bow again. I've got my gloves back. So I need some fancy arrows as well, not just Astarion. Alright, so let's see here. I've got one of those. Arrow of Undead. I'll let him keep those. Arrow of Darkness. Yeah, I'll take one of those. I've got Arrow of Smoke Powder. Arrow of Salving. Cures target of poison, paralysis, or blindness. Alright. I'll take a few of those. Arrow of Fire, Arrow of Elementals, Arrow of Aberration Slaying. What do I have? Dragons and Humanoid. Okay. I'll take one. All right. Hey Eric, how you doing? I just saw that you were in the chat room. No spoilers, but get a lot of magic arrows. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know where else to buy more arrows. Oh, there was a weapons seller back in Rivington. Maybe we could go there and check in with him. I think he was a dwarf selling some weapons. Or he was in the Wormway. I don't think he was in Rivington. Yeah, Worm's Crossing. The Wormway is underneath, but Worm's Crossing is the town. Yeah, let's go hit him up and see if we can get some more arrows. How you doing today? Today's going to be more of the same as yesterday. I think I'm going to do some more bank robbing and some more inventory management. Oh, he just fell over, the Still Watch guy. Oh my gosh. To Lower City. Oh yeah, I don't think this is where we want to be. This is where we gotta confront Gortash. I'm not ready to do that yet. I think we want to be down here. I want to go to Dan Thalon's Dancing Axe.
Her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Yes, darling, it's very leather-like.
Oh, there's another Steel Watch or two that are falling over.
Shopping for a suit.
Alright, let's see what this guy's got.
What do you need?
Hopefully some arrows. Yeah, he's got a few. Let's sort him by value. He's got a bunch more smoke powder arrows. What is this thing? Horns of the Berserker. +2 bonus to attack rolls when attacking creatures that have already taken damage. Unarmed and melee attacks will deal extra necrotic damage. As long as you don't have your full health. If you don't deal any damage this turn, you will take necrotic damage at the end of your turn. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I will take the arrows of transposition. I will take the potions of supreme healing. I'll take the arrows of lightning. Scroll of Shocking Grasp. I'll take it. Potion of Invisibility, I'll take it. Thieves' Tools. Actually, I do think that I'm starting to get low on them. I've had a billion of them all through the game, but we've been using up so many. He's still got a lot of trap disarm kits, but yeah, we've only got 18 Thieves' Tools. I'll buy them. Well, I remember back when I thought Thieves' Tools were so expensive. Okay, so he does have a whole bunch of arrows, but...
Short father, bless you.
Let's see if we can sell some more junk to get some more gold.
Did you get to look at their gyrometics? Or their targeting modules? Let the man breathe. That watcher sent him flying. Did you see how far that watcher threw me. Must have been 10 lengths. I can't believe you tried to climb up one, you madman. How else was I supposed to see their optics? What I wouldn't give to meet the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Actually, Gortash invented the steel watch?
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Gortash?
Eric's asking, Miss Jewel, when are you planning to go to the finale? Probably whenever I get done sorting through all my inventory and exploring all the maps that I want to explore and fiddling around with all the dyes and clothing that I want to do. This is just a whole lot of me doing a whole lot of nothing, and I wouldn't necessarily live stream it, except that, you know, for folks that want to come hang out with me, I've been told some people do enjoy the inventory management, the playing with the different clothing items, playing with different dyes, you know, that kind of stuff. I know for some people it's boring and it's not exciting, but there are also some people who really, really like it. So I figured I might as well just go ahead and live stream it. But yeah, it's probably going to be a few more days for me. I don't think I'm going to be going today for sure, and I may not be going tomorrow. So, you know, maybe Friday, Sunday. Don't know. It's hard to say. Well, it's not really going to be the finale because I still need to go and deal with Gortash and get his stone. I still need to deal with Orpheus, however that's going to go down. I'm not sure. And then we'll eventually, you know, be fighting the Elder Brain. So, yeah, it's probably going to be a while still before we get to the finale. Alright, let's look at some of these items. Blackguard's Gauntlets. Inflict wounds, necromancy spell, strength saving throws, and attack +1. They are medium armor.
Blackguard's will be done.
I don't know.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Let's send these to Lizelle.
Action, not reaction.
With the Hacknir Bracer, she can cast Mage Hand as a bonus action and Telekinesis. But with the Blackguard's Gauntlet, she can inflict wounds, and she gets +1 to attacks. Both sets of gauntlets give strength saving throws +1. So it's a question of, do you want her to be able to inflict wounds and +1 to attack? Or be able to cast Mage Hand and Telekinesis? I mean, Mage Hand is pretty handy. Telekinesis is also pretty fun. But I don't know. How often does she really need to do Mage Hand? I think I'm going to go with the Blackbeard's Gauntlets.
Lost in thought.
Alright, so right now he's got Gemini Gloves. Cantrips. Targeting foes and allies can target an additional creature. The same target can be chosen twice. I'm not really sure what his cantrips are, to be honest. And you know what? It might be better if he could cast Mage Hand as a bonus action and do Telekinesis. I'm gonna go with that for him. And for these Gemini Gloves, maybe send them to Will? Does Will do a lot of cantrips? Don't know. What's Will got on him? Cerebral Citadel Gloves. Charm or frighten a creature to gain a bonus to attack rolls and saving throws. Strength saving throws. Yeah, I'm gonna have Will put on these.
Let's get going. I don't know if she can charm and frighten things. I'm not even sure how that works. She's right here.
The cub speaks.
Flattered as I am, you're fully supported as it... Then let us be about it. Let me guess, you need something.
She has animal friendship, which is charm. So I'm not really sure how these gloves help her. It says Illithid Euphoria. Are these supposed to be used by Illithids? Oh, hey, George, how you doing? George says, you remind me of my playstyle. No matter what class I start with, I always end up as a bow-wielding rogue. Right? I know. I love a bow-wielding rogue. I can't help it. I mean, that's one of the reasons I like Astarion so much. And I kind of feel like I'm playing with two protagonists, two main characters, because I feel like I'm playing Astarion as much as I'm playing Jules, the druid, because he's a rogue. I mean, I've felt that way from the beginning of the game. I understand him. I understand his play style. I understand, you know, how to use the bow and how to sneak around and, you know, all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's not just that he's a cute vampire. But yeah, I've ended up with a bow. I just can't. I couldn't let it go. I wanted the fancy cool bow for all of myself. Oh, okay. Eric's saying that dealing with the Orpheus stuff will get you straight to the finale. Okay. So that comes along right at the end. Alright. George says, I like all the miscellaneous looting and management stuff. It's kind of relaxing. Yes, thank you. That's what I have heard from other people, too. And my daughter was saying the other day, my youngest daughter, baby Jules, who's played this and is the reason I'm playing it, because she's been bugging me to play it for a long time, ever since it came out last year. She watches a lot of YouTube videos where it's like Baldur's Gate, but only as a druid, or Baldur's Gate, but only, you know, in cat form or something like that. Like, there's all these unique little crazy Baldur's Gate videos of people playing through the game in different bizarre ways, right? But she told me the other day, she goes, they need to make a Baldur's Gate, but only inventory management videos. where it's like you don't actually see the quests and the battles. You just see them organizing all of the inventory afterwards. And working your way through the game, tracking your progress through the game by just watching somebody do inventory management. Yeah, because some people do. They find it really relaxing. George is laughing in the chat room. Yeah. And I do too. I mean, I do enjoy sorting through everything, and just because it's so interesting. It's so fun. I enjoyed that in Greedfall too, where I was maxing out all of my characters' stuff, because Greedfall is a party management game. There's not as many party members, I think, as in Baldur's Gate 3. There's 10 here, but I think... And potentially I could have had 11, I think, if I'd gotten Minthara, but I didn't. I think it's kind of hard to get Minthara and Halsin at the same time, but it is possible. I didn't bother doing it. I didn't realize she was a potential party member, and by the time I found out that she was already long dead. So yeah, I mean, I enjoy sorting through all this stuff. It's fun. It's interesting. Yeah, Greedfall. So I think there were 3, 4, 5 party members, potential party members, 5 or 6 in Greedfall, but you could only have like 2 with you at a time. But yeah, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed going through and getting all the best equipment for everyone, upgrading all of their stuff, and choosing their fighting styles and all of that. And even though I'm not going to be using, because you can only take 3 people with you to the finale, so obviously I'm not going to have all of these party members with me at the end of the game. But I'm pretty sure that Jaheira and Halsin and Minsk show up anyway. And so, you know, I do want to outfit them with some good stuff. I don't know if I'll be controlling them or if they'll be AI controlled. Not sure how that's going to work, but and plus I'm kind of switching out between different party members as I'm going along here doing different things, so I still want to kind of max out all their equipment and whatnot. Alright, so Jaheira, what gloves for you, lady? Fleet fingers, once per turn, they can jump. Let's start with these. I don't know why it's called fleet fingers when it has to do with deft feet. They should be called deft feet. When a weapon attack roll inflicts a condition. I'm not even sure what that means. What weapons does she have? Do her weapons inflict conditions? Nope. Nope. So there's really no point in her having those. I think I'm just going to go with the Unwanted Masterwork Gauntlets for her as a passive. Because if I'm not controlling her, it's better that she has these passive bonuses rather than having some kind of active bonus that I have to manipulate to make it happen. Like choosing to have her dash and then jump. I think I'm just going to go with that. Yeah, that looks good. Didn't change the color much, but now I guess it matches a little bit better. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm done with her. I know I said that the other day, but I
Looking ahead.
I think I am done with her. Karlak.
Soldier. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join.
Alright, swap out with Jaheira.
Let's hope.
Yeah, Eric says I get Minthara and Halsin every playthrough. So, yeah, if you do that, then you would have 11 potential party members, not including myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you would have 10, not including yourself. So there's me plus 10 others. So if you got Minthara, you'd have, or me plus 9 others. If you got Minthara, you'd have 10. Alright. George says, I do always enjoy managing a party in games. And is that mirror in the tent a respec mirror? Because they had one like that in Divinity. It is not the respec mirror. It is to change your character's appearance. So for your hairstyle or your face or your scars or whatever. The respec guy is this guy over here. If you want to change... Oh, look, there's Duke Ravengard. He's hanging out with his son. Okay. If you want to change your character class or the way that you've, you know, built your characters, you got to go to Withers. This guy here. And not everyone gets Withers. He's missable, I think. I don't know if he shows up if you miss him, if he still shows up anyway. But you find him in some dungeon ruins early in Act 1. Not far from where you initially land, the crash site of the Nautiloid ship. But you got to go in there and you got to fight some undead critters and open his tomb and find him. And then he joins the party and you can talk to him about hiring. Like if you don't want all of the characters in the game. Some people like to play through kind of evil, and so maybe they'll, you know, chop Gale's hand off, or they won't bother saving Halsin, or whatever it is. They'll ignore Lae'zel, that kind of stuff. You can come to this guy.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
So yeah, you can hire people from him, and there's certain preset characters that you'll get from him. You can have him resurrect people in the party who have died. There are revivification scrolls to revive people, but also like if somebody just dies flat out, I guess. I've never done it. I've always reloaded when I've had my people die so that I don't have to revive or resurrect them. It's only happened a few times. But I think he is able to resurrect people that get killed in combat. And then you can have him change your class. And you can change the class of anybody in the party. Like, you don't have to stick with the way everyone is built up or the way that you've built. Because you're the one that chooses. Like, they start out with a set class. Like, you know, Halsin is a druid of the moon, but once you get him in the party, you can change him if you want. You could make him a sorcerer, you could make him a rogue, you could do anything you want with them. And there's some people, you could also multi-class. So if you want to spend some levels as a rogue and some levels as a cleric or a bard or whatever, you can do that. It is extremely versatile. I'm leaving everyone pretty much the way they came in the game. I haven't changed anyone's class. The only thing that I've changed a little bit is Shadowheart, because she has a story arc, and depending on how that story arc plays out, I mean, just the same as like for Astarion or Gale or whoever, like a lot of these characters have story arcs, and so they might be good or they might be evil, or they might you know, their personality could change a little bit depending on how you play through the game. And in Shadowheart's case, she was a cleric of Shar, and then she became a cleric of Selûne. So I changed her a little bit. Instead of being a cleric of trickery or whatever it was. Yeah. She's of the life domain now instead of the trickery domain. Alright, I don't think I'm going to save these spell might gloves. Maybe there's some kind of super duper bonus to this that I don't understand, but I don't like the idea of taking a penalty to a roll in exchange for dealing additional damage. I'm just going to sell those. The sparkle hands. On a hit with an unarmed attack, the wearer gains lightning charges. I don't know how often we're hit with unarmed attacks. And I don't know how many metal constructs we'll be dealing with. I don't know. Maybe I'll hang on to these. Gonna sell these. Oh, Eric's saying that Withers still shows up at camp. So even if you miss him, he'll still show up eventually? Alright. Good to know. George says, I remember people speculating about Withers, but haven't watched gameplay of this since it first came out. Yeah, I'm kind of speculating about Withers as well. I think I know who he is. Or who he really is. But I haven't had confirmation in the game yet. I mean, there's some lore in the game that makes me suspect who he is. So that's kind of semi-confirmed, I guess, but it hasn't played out yet. Handmaiden's Mace. Well, Shadowheart is usually the one using a mace, but I don't think I want to swap out her really cool. Well, the Blood of Lathander doesn't do a lot of damage, but it keeps her from dying. Once per long rest, when your hit points are reduced to 0, you regain 2 to 12 hit points. And allies within 30 feet also regain hit points. Sheds Holy Light. In combat, fiends and undead standing in the light are blinded unless they succeed a saving throw. So that's pretty powerful. But okay, let's send her this one. Anyway. And the Halberd of Vigilance.
Making me sweat.
Yeah, I don't think we need it. Halberd of Vigilance is a sentinel weapon, which is nice. Gain +1 bonus to initiative rolls and advantage on perception ability checks. When you make an attack roll as a reaction, you make it with advantage. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's send it to Karlach for now. But I don't think we need the Foe Breaker.
All right. What now?
Let's go sell some of this stuff and recoup a little bit of our cash.
I bet it was the cult.
I'm sorry? Was my party talking to each other?
What do you need?
Alright, so Karlak is currently wearing the Unwanted Masterwork Scale Mail. She was wearing the Enraging Heart Garb. While raging, she gains 2 turns of wrath, and it boosts her constitution up to 20. That's pretty powerful. Right now, with the Unwanted Masterwork Scale Mail, she adds full dexterity modifier, which isn't much, I don't think, to her armor class. And armor does not impose disadvantage on stealth, resistance fight. Yeah, you know what? Hang on a minute. Let's try this. This drops her armor class down to 11, but it gives her more hit points. Because it makes her constitution +2. Yeah, so this goes down to 15. So, I don't know. I think she's already got resistance to fire damage. Yeah. Because she's got hellish resistance, so... I don't know. It's not that many more hit points, though. I think I'd rather have the 17. It looks cool. I like the way it looks. This is probably better for her, though. What do you guys think? While enraged, deal an additional 3 damage with melee and improvised weapons, resistance to physical damage. Yeah, we should probably save that one. Probably have her wear that.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Hey, Mario, welcome to the chat room. Not a brother, a sister. New to the channel, just want to see how this game is about. Yeah. I am in Act 3, and I'm very close to the end of the game. Well, closer to the end than I am to the beginning, that's for sure. So I'm not really sure what I can show you about this game right now. There are 99 other live streams archived on my channel if you want to go back to the first one and see how it starts. But I'm happy to answer any questions. Right now I'm doing a lot of inventory management and character management, party management, going through all of the gear that I've collected and giving my characters the best gear they can wear or use. There's gloves, armor, helmets, all that kind of stuff.
What's the story?
Alright, so this one here, the Cap of Wrath. Cannot be blinded with spells. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with the Helldusk helmet for her. So she can't be blinded, and she has a +2 bonus to saving throws against spells. I think that's a good deal. But I'll let her keep the Cap of Wrath. We also have this Bone Spike helmet. When you rage, hostile creatures in a 10-foot radius must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take psychic damage. Intimidation +2. Which is also good. She was wearing that for a while. I mean, it's just, you know, it's hard to know exactly what you're going to need when you're in combat. She's the only one that can use the Bone Spike helmet. I guess I'll just let her keep it. I want to sell off a bunch of stuff, though, because I need to buy supplies. So I don't want to keep everything. And we've got all of this infernal iron. Not really sure what to do with it. We've gone back to Damon, whatever his name is, and he doesn't seem to have any use for it. That's pretty wicked looking, though, I gotta say. This is a great weapon, but it's great against slaying large creatures, which we're not always dealing with, so might be better to have her hold on to this for a while. Let's look at all the weapons she's carrying. She likes to throw things. I have her throw things a lot, so I've got a lot of things she can throw. The Sword of Chaos. That's pretty cool. Where the heck do we get that from? On a hit, she regains 1 to 6 hit points. She can do acid and necrotic damage. That is a very cool sword. Mario's asking, is this kind of close to Elden Ring or Elder Scrolls? I have not played Elden Ring, so I can't answer that question. I have played Skyrim and Oblivion. It is similar to Skyrim in that it's a fantasy game and there are weapons and potions and armor and all of that, you know, kind of stuff you would expect in a fantasy game. But it's not like Skyrim in that it is turn-based. You don't always have to be in turn-based mode, but when you go into combat, it will be turn-based, and you'll be managing a whole party of people. In Skyrim, you just have yourself to deal with, right? But in this game, you will have a group of people, and you have to choose the actions for all of them. Like Skyrim, you might have a follower, and depending on what equipment you give them or what their build is, they'll do different things automatically. In this game, they don't do things automatically. You have to have your followers. You have to control your followers. Yeah, George is saying it's a turn-based game set in a similar world, but pretty different gameplay. Yeah, there's no first person like in Skyrim. I mean, I know in Skyrim you can be in first or third person, but in this game, there's no first person. And this is as close as you can get. And you can also zoom way out and even do a top-down view if you want to. Which I'm not really used to playing this way. I've played a little bit of Diablo 3, which is kind of an isometric view like this. And some party management stuff. You know, you can run around with a party of 4 people. But yeah, sorry, I just don't know much about Elden Ring, so I can't say. I think Elden Ring is probably, from what I've seen, the actual combat and the game is more similar to God of War and God of War Ragnarok than it is to Baldur's Gate 3. In Baldur's Gate 3, you do have some boss fights, but not everything. I would say it's different. It's more, Baldur's Gate 3 is more of a strategy game. I mean, Elden Ring obviously requires strategy as well. Understanding your opponent's strengths and weaknesses, knowing what works against them. It's similar to that too. Like, you have certain opponents in Baldur's Gate 3. You have certain people that might be weak to fire. They might be weak to frost. They might be weak to electrical attacks. You know, there's different ways to approach dealing with different enemies. So all of that is similar. But, I don't know, to me, Baldur's Gate feels a little bit like playing chess. Like how every piece on the chessboard moves differently, and you have to kind of look at the big picture of how they all interact, right? To me, this game is similar to that. Like, you have to understand how your different party members do things differently, what their strengths and weaknesses are, how they move in combat, and then use all of those pieces together to complete a battle. It's very different than playing, like, you know, if you're playing Skyrim, you just rush in and you start whacking things, or you shoot some arrows and you just, you know, it's more of like it's a different kind of skill because it's more reflexes. Aiming, you know, there's no aiming in this game. You don't have to worry about aiming when you shoot your arrows. That's not how it works. Okay, Eric. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see ya. Eric's going to be heading out. Check back tomorrow. All right. Take care. George says there's no Lydia to walk in front of your arrow and die. That's true. But you can accidentally kill your companions. I have accidentally targeted my companions in combat where I thought I was targeting someone who was standing right next to them, but instead I hit them. And some of the area of effect stuff sometimes will damage your companions and sometimes it doesn't. You got to pay really close attention when you're in combat to all the little cues, the little clues and things that indicate, those little indicators and stuff that will indicate if somebody's within a range of a spell or something. I have accidentally hit my people with stuff that I didn't mean to. But that was on me. That wasn't because their AI was bad. It was because I was bad. But okay, Karlak, I have decided to swap out her armor again. Change up her weapon again. I think she's good in these boots because they're good for keeping her from being affected by any terrain. So she's unimpeded by difficult terrain. So if she won't get slowed down if there's vines on the ground or frost, she won't slip and fall, anything like that. See the masters. Yeah, that's good. I don't see any reason to change those out with any other gloves. These are very rare. Do I have any other... Okay, right. She's carrying around a bunch of weapons. I don't think she needs all of these weapons. I know she thinks she needs all of these weapons, but I don't think she does. We have Niruluna. I don't think she's ever used this. Will return to your hand when thrown. Cannot be forced to drop it. Okay, that's pretty powerful, though. Decisions. These are all really, really powerful weapons. But there's only a few people in my party who can use them. This is the sword that she got when she defeated those people who were chasing her. It was a really early battle. It was really difficult. But I don't think we need to keep it. I was kind of saving it as a trophy, but at this point, let's just get rid of it. Your girl's great sword. Don't remember where we got that. I don't think we need to keep it. Alright, I guess we'll just stick with the Halberd of Vigilance, and she'll hang on to the Giant Slayer in case we go up against giant creatures. We've got the Niruluna, which returns to your hand when thrown, so if she's going to throw something, she could throw this, and it will come back to her. We don't have to worry about picking it back up again. Staver of Skulls could also be chucked at somebody, probably. Yeah, it's a thrown weapon. The Exterminator's Axe is good if we go up against plants, insects, or small creatures. And this is another hand axe she can just chuck at somebody if she wants to chuck something at someone. All right. I think that's good for her.
I've got a long road ahead.
I have picked up so much stuff in the course of this game, and I always pick it up saying, "Oh, I'll deal with this later. Oh, I'll deal with this later." But like later has come, and it's time for me to deal with it.
The air is ripe with magic.
Alright, I think I'm going to put all of Gale's scrolls into this backpack. He is carrying so many scrolls, and I think that even if they're in the backpack, they'll still show up in the combat wheel when we need them, but they won't be cluttering up his inventory. He has been my scroll mule through the whole game. That was a different sound. Don't want that in there. Just the scrolls. Alright, let's test that theory. So if I go to his combat wheels, his radials, yeah, see the scrolls are all still there even though they've been put into a backpack. Yep. Okay. But now when we look at his inventory, it doesn't look so huge. It's still huge, but it doesn't look as bad as it was. All the scrolls are in this backpack here. Excellent. There we go.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
No time to rest.
Let's do a save because we've been doing a whole lot of party management. George says, are you able to return to previous areas or no? It depends on the areas. This is not an open world game like Skyrim or Fallout where you can just go anywhere at any time. There are, like, if you're, the game is divided into acts, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. And if you're in Act 1, you can access any Act 1 areas. Right? There's several different maps that you can access in Act 1. But once you have moved on to Act 2, once you get a pop-up that says, are you sure? If you leave now, then there's some of the quests may complete or whatever. You know, they'll complete badly if you haven't finished them, or if you finished everything you want to do or whatever. You get a little warning screen, and if you then say, yeah, I want to leave, you can't go back. You can only be, like, if you go into Act 2, you can only be in the Act 2 areas of the map, or the Act 2 maps. And then when you go into Act 3, same thing. Like, there's no way for me to return to the Shadow Curse lands now that I'm in Act 3. There's no way for me to return to the Underdark now that I'm in Act 3. There's no way for me to return to the original Crash side of the Nautiloid now that I'm in Act 3. Yeah. So, yeah, no, it's kind of open world as far as, you know, the maps that you are allowed to access, but that changes as you go through each act. Yeah. Let's go sell some junk again. Not really junk. We've got some great stuff, but my party isn't necessarily able to use all of it.
What do you need?
There we go. This Triumph of the Waves is pretty cool if you were going to use a lot of lightning. You can hit somebody, they're surrounded by water, then you hit them with lightning and you create a electrified surface or whatever, but I don't think I'm going to hang on to this. I don't think I need it. Well, this gives sleight of hand +1 and also knock. This gives advantage on sleight of hand. Okay, roll 2 dice and use the higher value. Ooh, that is pretty handy. I'll just let him hang on to both of those. I don't need to keep all those disguise kits. In fact, I don't even think I need any of these disguise kits. There's other ways to disguise yourself, like there's these spells of disguise self, and then some will have abilities. There's also the Scroll of Seeming, where we can disguise up to 4 members of the party. I don't think I've ever disguised us at any point in the game for any reason. I don't know if there's... I mean, maybe I'm missing opportunities that I just don't know about, but it doesn't seem like it really matters. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and sell these too. Yeah, you think Divinity was like that, but can't remember at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of similar to, wasn't God of War kind of that way too? Like there were certain areas where you could kind of wander at will, like around the Lake of Nine. But then once you entered an area, you know, like if you went into Muspelheim, you know, I mean, I guess you could leave Muspelheim. Yeah, I suppose there wasn't really any place you couldn't go back to.
How long do the effects last?
But yeah,
It depends on the person and their virility.
I can't go back to places I've already been in Act 1 and Act 2. But I can move around amongst the maps in Act 3. There's waypoints. It's kind of like fast traveling. I can go back to Rivington. I can go back to the Temple of Ball. I can go back to the sewers.
You taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian who invented the steel watch.
Let's go see about robbing the bank. Now that we've looted all the safes and the vaults and everything, I finished that up yesterday. Let's go out into the docks behind the bank and loot that. I was trying to do it the other day, and I was trying to do it as a stealth mission because there are alarms. And so I was trying to have Astarion disarm all the alarms. And we almost had it. We had 3 out of 4 of the alarms disarmed. I'm not sure what that means. Like, I don't know what... if the alarms matter. Actually, let's switch out Karlak for Lae'zel.
Is something burdening you?
No, I'm good.
Make space, and my might is yours. Good. Our victory is most certain.
Alright. Man, my house smells so good right now. I know I had said yesterday I was going to make lasagna, but I didn't end up making it last night because by the time I got done live streaming, it was just too late. But I went ahead and made it before I live streamed today. So that's all I can smell. My house smells like lasagna and it smells so good. But I haven't eaten any yet because I'm going to eat it for dinner. But it's distracted me. I want to go eat lasagna.
Careful! Careful! People don't bloody look where they're walking. Both these days have no manners.
Have we been up here before? I don't think we've been up on the roof of Flim Cargo before. Sometimes there's birds' nests and loose planks and things we can look at on the rooftops. Sometimes there's holes in the roof we can get down into a building. Come on, get down. There you go. You guys made it. Oh. There's a liar here.
Someone there?
Can we target this thing? Make it drop this. Nope, I guess not. Oh, because it's sturdy. So how do we lower it?
What to do?
Can I turn this wheel? Crane hook. Yes. That's what I'm trying to hit. Metal trunk.
Open up.
Oh. Oh, I can reach it from there, huh? Okay.
Don't touch me. Simple.
Alright, I guess we're doing that. It's got a fish in it. Alright, well at least we know we can do it. Alright, so there's the area across the water that we need to get to. Target is too far. Alright, well last time we did this, we used a lot of invisibility. I don't necessarily want to do that this time. But alright, let's fast travel over here to this waypoint. Now the party is all back together again.
The water's been grimy as anything recently. Haven't had a clean catch in a 10-day or more.
500 gold. At least 100 in coin.
That's harbour robbery. Just thinking it's been in storage for months.
We both know you'd sell it for twice that to the armory.
Alright, we've already been on this boat before. We've already looted everything and read the story of the doomed passengers. And we can't seem to get over there. If we use crates, we could probably do it.
Indolence breeds madness.
Too heavy to throw. She can't huck Astarion over. Alright.
You
You've been caught lurking around the Sword Coast's most secure bank without permission. The guards are understandably upset.
I didn't know. I was looking for the chamber pot. This is a pretty place. I'd rather not stain these lovely floors on my way out. It was an honest mistake. Well, you know Lae'zel would just want to attack. And we'd be like, Lae'zel, come on, we were going to sneak around. But she hates all this sneaking shit. So I'm just going to go with attack. Really? I can't hit right here? Alright, that was pretty cool.
Mutilate them.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Alright, I gotta move Lae'zel out of the way.
No time to waste.
Shall we dance?
Come on. Can't stay idle.
There we go.
Need to find a way forward.
Alright, what's my best move here? Well, my go-to is usually to owlbear it. But maybe I'll go with lightning. See, like if I scroll over, this is the area of effect of the lightning, and if I do this, it shows me that it's going to affect Astarion as well as this guy, so I got to be careful.
Mistra Rill.
it's possible to disarm this with the mage hand. Let's try it. I mean, we can try it. We failed. But we tried it. Okay, we know that's possible.
Go for the throat.
Hello? I seem to be stuck here. I'm trying to jump to character and turn. Oh, I gotta end his turn. Alright, we'll try shoving him. Athletics failed. Alright, now we'll try Astarion.
Let's go.
As a bonus action, he can dash. And then we'll try having him disarm this. Yeah, he was much more successful than the grasping hand because he's a rogue.
Well, so much for peace. Can't slow down.
All right, now I try not to be a murderer. Just like, I mean, I might be a thief, but I'm not an outright murderer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to non-lethal. And I'm gonna try maybe knocking him out with some sleep potion here. But that means switching to my staff, I think. No. Because I don't think I have enough distance to get to him. Let's switch to Lae'zel.
Victory awaits.
She should be able to get him. Not enough movement.
This is your end.
No. Hang on, girl. Hang on. Okay. So now we've got a situation.
Can't risk being in open view. Let's see what you're hiding.
I can switch to turn-based mode.
Let's keep to the shadows. With ease.
Let's have him lockpick this. Alright, so
One with the weave.
Gale, you go inside there. I think we were in here yesterday. There's not really anything worth stealing. Just some rusty garbage.
Blackets will be done.
Alright, Lizelle, you go in here too.
Objective noted.
And then I will go inside.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. At the ready.
And I will shut the door. Alright, so Starion is on his own, and now he can go around here and try to disarm these other alarms. Alright, there's one here. There's one over there, and there's one right there. And nobody seems to know that we've hurt this guy here.
Stepping softly.
Eager for battle.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Can we actually move this mage hand? Or will that alert them? It'll probably alert them.
Keep your blade close.
I want to have him drink a healing potion. There we go, all better.
Silent as the grave.
Assume nothing.
Can't give up now.
Time for a little death.
I think she's got a reason to feel that way.
Oh? Go for those Menzo gals, do ya?
Yeah, too far away. Alright, never mind.
Not a sound.
caught lurking around the Sword Coast's most secure bank without permission. The guards are understandably upset.
Okay. Astarion will say, I'll see myself out, no need for bloodshed. Ah, critical success.
You are permitted to pass with your legs intact. This time.
It just sounds like you might have some coins to spare. Just a few, sir. Please.
Oh, we've all been relocated. Interesting.
What with everyone scared because of the absolute.
Now we have to start again thanks to you.
Oh, now we gotta go through all that again? Nope. Let's go this way.
Mate, he was nervous.
What for? The big bull. Got him?
Hmm.
I'm really strong.
Let's do a save and see what happens when we do this. I am gonna break off. And I am going to stand here and play music.
Blackets will be done.
Don't have to worry. Excellent choice. Robes will get dirty.
I was trying to concentrate.
I don't know why I'm so bound and determined to do this stealthily. Does he not have? Oh, there it is.
They won't see me come.
I just did the cunning action hide. That's weird.
Taking my due.
No one stopped me yet.
Get me up, would you?
I venture forth.
How delicious. unseen.
Ready for anything?
At least things have stayed interesting.
Let's get this over with.
So you have to count all the money returned from the stone.
Ready. The element of surprise.
Knees are starting to ache.
His knees are starting to ache. That's funny.
You know what we ought to do? We ought to heist.
Quietly now.
Okay, we've disarmed this one. We've disarmed this one, and we've disarmed that one over there. Oh, the guy seems to be missing. Did he crawl away? Alright, so the only one we have left is over here.
Quietly.
I think she's going to walk down this way and then turn around and walk back. I'm not sure where the rest are going to go. Not sure if he's safe here or not. But there's not much we can do about it.
Keeping low.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
What about bugbears? It might be as strong as a bugbear.
Ooh, he succeeded a hiding check.
It's boring.
I like it though. Nice view. Dressed now.
Wow, that was lucky. Maybe because he's in the shadows.
Step carefully.
Alright, this is the last one we gotta disarm. Let's see what happens. Oh, Blazella is gonna be seen if she doesn't move here.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Okay. We've disarmed all of the alarms. At this point, I say it's fair game for us to knock out all of the guards. I think I've still got it on non-lethal. Yeah. And so we're not killing anybody, but we are going to rob the place, and they are not going to be able to set off their alarms and do anything else about it.
Stay low.
Not one false move.
Why am I doing this? My pleasure.
Staying out of sight.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
I'm just keeping them busy so they don't get involved.
Just hurry this along.
Really? Now?
You've been caught lurking around the Sword Coast's most secure bank without permission. The guards are understandably upset.
With every breath, a purpose.
Unleash me. Swiftly now.
Let's have some fun. Not the best timing. while they're busy. On my way.
Sound the alarm!
Alert! Alert! We've got a situation here.
You messed with the wrong Asgard.
Alright, Cash Guard Doug cast Blinding Smite on Lae'zel. Lae'zel needs 12 to save, but rolled a 1 critical failure. But I can re-roll, so sure.
Time to strike.
I think she can do multiple foes at one time. Sweeping attack. Yeah.
Taking position.
He's knocked out. Alright, not dead. I think Lae'zel's enjoying this. What do you guys think?
Let me recite their demise.
Can't use this right now, okay? Now again, I'm trying to not kill these people. We're just trying to knock them out. But using certain spells on them will still kill them if I get their hit points to 0. So that's why I'm not trying to do too much damage.
Certainly. Let's spill some blood.
This person doesn't seem to be involved yet, so let's not get them involved yet. Let's try putting some drow poison on my bow. See if we can put this person to sleep. Yep, they are asleep.
A quick rummage.
Oh, did she just whack her friend to wake her up?
Shall we cut and run?
Immune to drow poison. Alright.
Victory awaits.
You're always guarding Glitterbeard's door, no matter who's on with you. You're definitely
Guild. Oh, no sweeping attack available. Okay. Ooh, missed. Swung and missed. She's gonna try to use that alarm and it's disarmed too. Woo! Ooh, missed. Saved against blinding smite.
Let's light them up. I'm ready.
Oh, hang on. Why in the world is he still holding that adamantine mace? I don't want that. Oh, okay. I guess I used my action to swap weapons.
Keep them guessing.
Swift and lethal.
Okay. They are knocked out. He was missed. He's only got a few hit points left.
What makes you say that? You're always guarding Glitterbeard's door, no matter who's on with you.
Try to shoot her right in the face. Ooh, and shoved her.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Let's heal you, my dear. Alright, we've already looted this one, I think, and this one.
Quickly.
Battle of wits. Knight to King 5.
I will ascend.
Alright, that guy's down. Knocked out. Alright, they're down. Do we have anybody else? There's one more person. Ah, she's down here. Okay.
On the move.
Oh, I'm afraid if I hit her, I might kill her. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to end that.
Step to it. Cover me.
Just strip all their stuff off them. Ooh, vault key. Yes, I can stop and send all of this stuff to camp in the middle of combat. That is allowed. Ooh, loading dock chest key. Alright, I wonder if that's one that's sitting right over there, the green one to my right. Or if that's one that Astarian's already picked. Now, there's no real reason why I should do this non-lethal, other than role-playing reasons. I don't think the game cares one way or the other. I've already robbed the bank. I already know the bank manager guy. He let me take everything out of the vault. I think that in theory, he would let me take anything I wanted to take. I mean, there's people who know that I'm trying to fight a war against the Absolute, and they're willing to help. So all of this is kind of silly, but I'm just going through the motions anyway. George always loved the barbarian sweep attack. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, isn't it?
This feels good. On the way. While they're distracted.
I mean, they can't leave all this precious loot out here and not expect me to want to take all of it.
What's this?
Okay, I think that's everything that's up there. So now we gotta start working on all this other stuff.
Time to strike.
Okay, I think we've got one more person to take out here. Yeah. Alright, gotta do it. If you try to do non-lethal with arrows or with spells, you'll still end up killing them. You gotta do non-lethal with melee.
Taste my fury.
Now there's a dude over there still who is blissfully unaware. He must be nearsighted and partially hard of hearing because he hasn't noticed that we're whacking all of his mates.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Starian's getting tired. And I'm still in there furiously playing music.
Careful, I'm blind.
While my friends are out here robbing everything. Okay. Let's go on here. Nope, got the loading dock chest key. Oh, didn't mean to send that to Gale. Oh, he got the vault key from Gale. Can't have that cool statue. Oh well. Alright, I think we've looted everything here. We looted these. And I already looted this one over here. I believe, unless she caught me before I could do that. No, I got it. Okay. We got this one already. We looted all of them. Okay. Nope, Astarion is over encumbered.
What's your guild name? You know, like 9 fingers, ribbons, through the nail.
Alright. Now this is a spot that we already had marked on the map because we found some other something in the game that told us where it was. Oh, it's got a trap on it. More gold. Let's do a save. Oh. We gotta delete some saves first. There we go. Alright, let's see what else we can get into out here. There's a bunch of chests over here and just one dude guarding them, so I think we can take this dude out. I don't think one hit is going to kill him, but it'll start a fight. Oh, we missed him.
You've been caught lurking around the Sword Coast's most secure bank without...
That took a good chunk out of him.
Be quick. Creator, destroyer.
At most, it's only going to do 15 damage, so it's not going to completely kill him. It's just going to chew him up a little bit.
I am fury. I am death. In my best interest.
Alright, he is knocked out as well.
What now?
Alright, Astarion, do your thing.
Oh, for a skeleton key.
Oh, that might have been the key that we needed to unlock the thing he just lockpicked. Oh, no, we used the key to unlock that. They're going to wake up without their armor or their weapons. And probably without their jobs. Nothing in those metal crates. Okay. And I think this is the last one. I don't think there's anything else. Really? Ooh, their bodies aren't all white anymore. Okay, I guess our work here is done.
I don't know. Magic, innit? I'm just saying, maybe there's a reason for that weird feeling of yours.
So you believe me then?
Welcome back, friend. The fine facilities of Figaro Facemaker are yours to peruse.
There you go. Have all of our goodies. He's basically become our fence. Alright. Let's check in on me. I'm still playing my heart out for these guards. We're hanging out. We're becoming best friends. We're drinking. We're naming our children after each other. All right. Oh, they're tossing coins to their witcher. All right, bye, you guys. Have a good one. Oh, I don't need to go down here. This is the vault. I've already robbed those. And I'm just walking out of here. I had no idea what my friends were up to, honestly. George says, nice job. Yeah, we did it that time, sort of. I mean, I didn't do it all by stealth, but we disarmed all of the alarms.
Why did you stop queuing?
I couldn't take standing in that godforsaken...
And we robbed him blind. Alright, let's turn off the non-lethal damage. There we go. Alright. And I'm going to say that's it for me today. So we did a little more of the same as we did yesterday. We robbed a bank. We robbed more of the bank today. And we sorted through some books and inventory and did some character management and whatnot. Alright, I'm going to go eat some of that lasagna that I made before I started streaming. It smells so good. And I will be back tomorrow for some more of this, but no more banks to rob. So we're just going to be sorting through inventory. I'll probably be investigating several different dyes. I got a whole bunch of dyes. I want to see what it looks like on my outfit. I don't know if I like this blue-yellow color. I don't know if it's really me. I mean, I like it. It looks nice, but I don't know if it suits me. As a druid, maybe I should go back to wearing green again, like I did through most of the game. But yeah, we've also got some other dyes that I don't think I've tried out before. I want to see what they look like. We've got a lot more inventory to sort through. A little more character management stuff. Make sure everybody's maxed out as best they can be. I suppose I'll do a short rest here for Astarian's benefit.
Time wasted. Battle awaits.
There you go. You feel better now? And, yeah, I'm not sure what else we have to do. Oh, I know, one last thing. Hang on. This quest that involves Flim Cargo and Redhammer. I guess we can just run south. The quest hasn't left my quest list, and I'm wondering if it's because I still need to talk to Redhammer, or if there is somebody that I didn't kill or something. We gotta go to Flim's Cargo. That's over here. I'm gonna check back in on Redhammer and just see why this quest is still on my list. I mean, it could be glitched, but this game is usually so good that it doesn't glitch like that. It's not like a Bethesda game.
Don't fancy the look of those prisons.
Oh, Flim Cargo is over there. Yeah, okay, so I guess I was... I can go around this way. Maybe. Now, this is where we killed these folks. I feel kind of bad because it turns out that they were members of the guild. They were legit. I probably shouldn't have killed them. But they weren't very friendly or helpful. They were starting fights with me. And so I thought they were bad people.
Is that the endless miracle?
I think your methods are somewhat unorthodox, Serapist.
Hard times, citizen.
Alright, let's go this way. Oh, this part is locked. Okay. Let's go this way. God, this place is like Fort Knox. Yeah, weren't we here earlier? And I got distracted. Alright, let's go in here. just gonna go down here and try to talk to Redhammer. And see if there's some reason why this quest is still on my list. George is saying, go eat. I will. I just want to run in here and chat with Redhammer because I'll forget again. It's happened twice now. I've done 2 previous live streams where I'm like, why is that quest still on my list? I should go talk to that guy, and then I always forget to do it. So I'm doing it this time before I forget. See everybody in here. Did we knock one of them out and they're not actually dead? No, she's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's very dead. She's definitely dead. Nope, he's over here. Alright, maybe we gotta talk to him again to finish up the quest.
Cap needs all the attention I can spare, for now. But one day, when the world's set back to rights, we ought to strike out together again. See what's out there.
Okay. So we have definitely talked to him. And all these people are dead. But for some reason the quest didn't end. That's strange. Alright, well, we've done what we can do. If it's still there, then there's not much else I can do. I'll go to camp. Alright, from here I will say farewell. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. It's good to see you, George. I've missed you, man. Fallout Fridays. Don't do those anymore. You are a regular. Mario, thanks for stopping by. I don't know if you're still there, but I appreciate you. And Eric, as always, good to hear from you. If you ever hear me say this, thanks for stopping in. Alright, and anyone else who's lurking, feel free to lurk. I don't mind. You can see the previous 99 episodes of this playthrough on my YouTube channel, unedited, but I am also slowly working my way through them and doing small edited highlights videos. I think I'm going to do 2 separate playlists. I'll have a playlist for the live streams and a playlist for the highlights, for people who just want to watch the little short highlights instead of the big long live streams. But yeah, I'll be doing more of those, especially when I get done playing this, then I'll have more time to do the highlights and play other things. But yeah, alright everyone, take care of yourselves. Until next time, bye!